Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving headfirst into the high-stakes world of PitchGarage, where entrepreneurs put it all on the line. We're going to break down piece by piece a real million-dollar pitch for a startup called SendEase.
You know, every great startup, it really just starts with a huge, nagging problem. And the founder, Kofi Mensah, he hooks the investors immediately with the story that, for so many people in Africa, is just a fact of life. Your sister in Lagos needs medicine, but the delivery fee is 80% more than the cost of the medicine itself. It's emotional, it's relatable, and honestly, it's just outrageous.
Just let that number hang in the air for a second. 80%. People are paying a premium that costs more than the essential items they're trying to send. That single number just perfectly captures the scale of the problem and the massive opportunity for anyone who could fix it.
Okay, so you've got this massive, undeniable problem. The question is, what's the million-dollar idea to fix it? Let's get into the guts of Kofi's pitch for SendEase.
And the concept, honestly, is brilliant in its simplicity. It's a peer-to-peer app. Think of it as Uber for packages. Instead of paying a fortune for slow, traditional couriers, you just tap into a network of people who are already going that way. It's smart, it's efficient, and it uses the power of the community.
And the timing? It couldn't be more perfect. Because investors, they're always looking for a huge, growing market. And SendEase is riding a tidal wave. Africa's e-commerce market is just exploding, growing at an incredible 40% every single year. This isn't some tiny niche, it's a continental shift. So, how do they make money? Well, that's just as clean and simple as the idea itself. For every single package that gets delivered successfully, SendEase takes a 15% cut. That's it. No weird subscription models, no hidden fees. It's a straightforward, scalable way to make money right from the jump. All right, ideas are great, but this is where the rubber meets the road, traction. In their pilot program in Lagos, they got 1,200 users on board. But that other number, that 83% retention, wow, that's the one that makes investors lean in. It means people who use it love it. They stick around, and those users aren't just browsing the app. This number, 428, that's the number of paid deliveries they did in the last month of the pilot. This is the proof. This shows people are willing to pull out their wallets and pay for this solution. This isn't just an idea anymore. It's a real working business. So after laying out this incredible picture, problem, solution, traction, Kofi puts his cards on the table. Here's the ask. He's looking for $100,000 for a 10% slice of the company. That puts the company's valuation at a cool $1 million, and it officially kicks off the investor showdown. The pitch itself, flawless. But now comes the real test, the investor gauntlet. This is where even the most brilliant ideas can fall apart under the pressure of tough questions. This is where you separate the dreamers from the doers. And right out of the gate, an investor hits him with the question that's on everyone's mind with these kinds of platforms. Safety. How do you make sure my package actually gets there? What if it just disappears? It's a fair question, and if you don't have a good answer, you're dead in the water. And this is where you see a prepared founder shine. Kofi doesn't even flinch. He lays out a rock-solid 3-layer security system. Bam, bam, bam. 1. ID verification for everyone. 2. Real-time GPS tracking on every package. 3. Mandatory insurance. He's already thought about the biggest risk and built the solution right in. Okay, next question. This one's about logistics. It's not about trust, it's about performance. Your matching system is clever, but how do you actually make it work reliably? How do you avoid frustrating delays? Because an unreliable service is basically a useless one.
And once again, Kofi doesn't give them promises, he gives them cold, hard data. He explains the AI that matches packages to confirm travel plans, and then he drops the hammer, a 92% on-time delivery rate in the pilot. I mean, a number like that, it just shuts down the argument right there. And now for the big one. The question every founder dreads, but every investor has to ask. It boils down to this. How much does it cost you to get a new customer, and how are you going to scale this thing without going broke? A great product that's too expensive to grow is a guaranteed failure.
And his answer to this? It's genius. Absolutely genius. He reveals a strategy for a near-zero customer acquisition cost. He's partnering with bus companies and local market traders. the very places his target customers already are. The growth is built right into the system. It's viral by design, and that is just music to an investor's ears. So he nailed the pitch, he crushed the Q&A, and now this is it, the moment of truth. It's time for the investors to make the call. Invest or pass.
And what happens? A split decision. Two investors are out. One is worried about insurance costs down the line. The other just wants to see more data from other cities. But more importantly, two investors are in. One is ready to make a counteroffer, and another is so impressed they're in on the original terms. SendEase has a deal.
But it's not over yet. Let's look at this negotiation, because this is where the real game is played. Kofi asked for 10% at $1 million valuation. The investor countered, wanting 15%, which would drop the valuation way down. But Kofi holds his ground, they go back and forth, and they land on a final deal, 12% equity. A classic, successful negotiation that gets the deal done.
So in the end, Kofi walks away with the deal. Actually, two potential deals. But now we're going to turn the tables. Now it's your turn to sit in the investor's chair. You've seen it all. The problem, the solution, the numbers, the pressure test.
So here it is. You've seen the pitch dissected, the huge market, the clever model, the impressive pilot results, but also the real risks. The question is, would you put your money into SendEase? Would you invest, or would you pass? That's the question we'll leave you with.